Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with the new video for y'all this week. I know y'all probably surprised like, OMG, we got 2 videos this week. Please make sure you start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button, which is located right below this video. And if you're watching the Scorpion Show for the first time, do not just click off this video. Make sure you subscribe to the Scorpion Show and continue to watch the rest of this video. I want to give a shout out to everyone who has visited thescorpionshow.com. Y'all know I'm a new website, blogger in the game and everything. So it's a little bit fun trying to, you know, find out what's going on and post a little story on there. I don't have time to get my opinions on it yet, but you know, I just want to post the stories and go. But I'm going to keep up at that on the website, and I will be letting you guys know when I need some volunteer help, because I know I do need some help on there. Also, this shirt that I'm wearing today, I want to give a shout out to Butter of Casual Luxury. He has his own clothing line. You can go to CasuaLuxury.com. The link is inside the more info box. You know, I noticed that a lot of people in Philly been wearing his stuff, and I was like, well, hold up now. I've known you longer than all these people. Where the hell is my shirt? So, you know, he came to the Scorpion Show barbecue and he bought me a shirt, and I'm wearing it right now. Again, you could go to his website and you can follow him on Twitter. All his information will be inside the more info box. And one more thing before we get the video started, I want to say thank you to those who wrote me some words of encouragement and, you know, their suggestions and everything. Some people's suggestions was just way off, but some other people was, you know, was just right, and I thank you for that. And thank you anyway just for giving, you know, your suggestions and things like that. So let's get into this video. First, I want to start off with Basketball Wives, because, you know, Basketball Wives was crazy this week. And it wasn't that crazy. I'm going to say this, because, you know, Basketball Wives, they trying to not have all that fighting and cattiness and stuff like that. But you can't have a show without some kind of drama. So we already know what Chad and Evelyn is going through, whatever. Not whatever, but whatever. And now we got a new girl, Tasha Marbury. So we get to meet her, Evelyn talked to her and everything. They've known each other for 14 years. I'm surprised they've known each other for 14 years and you've never been on the show or anything, or just at a dinner or anything. Anyway, so she's, you know, they getting to know each other, they talking and everything. Tasha's about her motherfucking money. Stefan Marbury, he plays over in China and everything. He won a championship over there. And she's about her money. So she got her little hair, what you call that? A hair bar, a nail bar, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
Are they still married?
Yeah, they still married. They got 4 kids and everything. So, you know, they live in New York. I'm noticing that Basketball Wives is no longer set in Miami. Everybody miss Miami, but it's no longer in Miami. It's in either New York or they filming scenes in LA. So, you know, I like Tasha. Tasha, she might be a little bougie, but I like Tasha. So, you know, they want to tell Tammy about who Tasha is, and Tammy like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to have to induct these bitches into the Tammy Roman Hall of Fame. I'm so tired of this shit. For me, I'm like, if you so tired of meeting these new people, then you need to get off this motherfucking show. You always going to have new cast members. People should know who you are before they even come on the show, before they sign up. So, you know, we already know how you are as a person. So Tammy is just so, well, I don't know who she is, and I gotta find some information about her. So Evelyn tells her, Evelyn had wrote a book last year, I don't know if you ever remember, but Evelyn wrote a book, and in the book she wrote about Tasha and her husband, about her husband fucking a damn chef of the house or whatever. So Tammy gets a whiff of that, and Tammy's like, well, what's her name?
Tasha.
Susie. Susie, I want you to bring it up at dinner about the chef. I'm like, oh my God. But Tammy was just so, like, when you meet somebody new, you're not even like, I don't know who this bitch thinks she is, and I got to watch my back, and I got to find some dirt about her just in case that bitch try me at dinner and everything, because Tasha invited everybody over to dinner. So it just feel like Tammy always stick her nose up to people that got their shit together, because her shit ain't together. And I'm just not here for that. Like, you can't be walking around thinking that everybody is against you. This girl knows, well, I'm pretty sure she know about you because of the show, but Evelyn let her know that this girl likes to drink beer, so have beer. you know, she filled her in on everything. So when Tammy come to the house, she went to look. Oh, I have to take my shoes off. Yes, bitch, take your fucking shoes off. And you know, just real snotty, catty. And then Tammy, what's her name? Susie asked the question. Then the show fucking goes off.
Oh.
But I was a little bit pissed at Tammy because Tammy is she's just giving me too much where nobody can be better than her, and if they better than her, who the fuck you think you are, blah blah blah, and you can't. I just was over Tammy.
Susie's stupid for even.
Susie is just dumb. But Susie do whatever she gotta do to keep a check. Like, that's why I like her a little bit. She knows she could talk some shit, say whatever, and don't care. Like she said to Natasha when they was talking about Evelyn. We'll see it further down the line. But how you sitting there letting Tasha dog Evelyn like that? Like, and you laugh. Talk about maybe she should have wore a helmet. That shit ain't funny. Like, what? So anyway, that's basketball wise. Mikkel didn't get a chance to see it, so you know I had to fill y'all in on what happened. So I'm tired of running my mouth because I feel like I'm gonna talk for 7 minutes. So Mikkel, you know, R&B Divas LA. Have you watched all the episodes now?
Not all of them. I saw last night's episode. The monologue show was really good. It was really good and it was really personal. I really liked Little Mo's Cynthia. Cynthia between Cynthia and Little Mo. Shantae Moore's was good. What's her name? Claudette's was good too. I didn't get to see Michelle's, but it was good. It was a good. They did a flashback during the episode where I think it was Mo and Shantae who was talking to Kelly at the table, and Kelly was like, "Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be there."
Okay.
And when she did that, because you know that was my first time actually hearing her say it. You know, I just seen everybody else say it. So when I saw her do it, Messy Miles had that on point.
Yes.
I'm like, yo. Then I started thinking, who is booking Kelly Price?
Child.
Like, she's booked. Like, what are the other women on this show doing wrong that Kelly's doing right? Because she seems to always be booked, and the rest of them are not being booked.
Okay, I don't know. And I'm surprised none of the girls is booked for Atlanta Pride this year.
Right.
I ain't seen not one face from R&B Divas LA or R&B Divas in Atlanta. Okay. What are y'all doing? What team are y'all working for? Nene, I'm gonna need y'all to help me out.
Okay, because Nene said you on the wrong team. She thought you were on the wrong
shot. And mind you,
Sheree
been on TV ever since Fix My Life.
And Nene got her together though.
Recently?
No, I'm just saying, when she was on the wrong team.
Yeah,
Nene wasn't lying.
She's like, I can help you, Bill, because she probably knew that she was about to get fired.
And Nene knew that Nene was bringing in those checks. I had a Trump check. I want a Trump check. Hell, I want a check. Fuck a Trump check.
So, you know, I enjoyed the Diva monologues. You know, if y'all didn't know, I actually was in LA at the time, so I actually got a chance to see the show. And of course, they cut that damn show up, but it was so good.
Oh, you were at the Diva monologue show.
Yeah, it was so good that it needs to go on tour. And this is where I get mad at Kelly Price, because you let your ego get in the way of a good ass project, and now these girls is gonna eat off of that, and you just gonna be calling Jeffrey anytime you got any problems, and he's gonna be booking you for any other.
Jeffrey Rowe.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Rowe. I said, who the fuck is Jeffrey Rowe? And she was yelling at him like, Jeffrey Rowe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. She wants to talk about. I'm like, wait a minute, is that her manager?
That's her husband.
I said, that's her husband.
Girl, how you want your husband and Lil Mo right there?
Right.
So Lil Mo was like, fuck that bitch, I go get my husband.
Let me go get my husband.
Yes.
And Lil Mo husband is so chill.
Yeah.
He be chill about everything.
He just let Mo get hype.
Then he said, come on. Mo said, no!
This is real life.
This is real life, it's not TV. I said, well, of course it's real life. It just happens to be on TV. But don't let Kelly Price yell Jeffrey Rowe again.
Okay. Oh my God.
She let it be known that she was calling her husband Jeffrey Rowe. Who was she calling him?
So
I didn't know who she was calling.
it was just the Divalogues were just really good. They cut out Claudette's first opening monologue. Like, that thing was powerful. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all because I want y'all, when it goes on tour, I want you guys to see it.
Is he going to go on tour?
I hope so. I mean, that's the only place you can go. Like, it's like this is one of the best season finales I've watched for a reality show because it was on fucking point. Like, it said we're gonna do this Divalogues. It was no big drama like, oh, I just can't, and you fucking up your words and all of that. Those girls, even though they only had a limited amount of time, they pulled that shit together. And I'll tell y'all this, when I was there, ain't nobody fuck up their lines. They fucked up their lines, I didn't know. It wasn't no start over. It was a show for 2 hours, over 2 hours. It was long as shit. But them girls had me in there crying. Claudette had me in there crying. Oh my gosh, she had everybody crying. She had me crying. Misha Lay had the girls crying. She was talking about how she was taking the pills and she just wanted to die. And she was so mad when she woke up. Like, a lot of people were like, feeling where she was coming from, and then when they were singing, oh my God, the monologue is good. I'm going to always keep talking about how y'all need to see this monologue. So TV1, if y'all want somebody to, you know, promote this, you know, you can come over to Scorpio Show, and I can tell everybody when the tickets go on sale and everything because, and I want to go again. Like, it was really good. So Lil Mo, I need y'all to get y'all shit together and, you know, go on tour. Now, people was asking me last night, do I think Kelly Price should join them on the Divalogues? Fuck no. I don't care if they get back together, if they friends and everything. I don't think Kelly Price should join it anymore because Kelly Price was just too booked. She didn't want to put the time and energy. And no, the four of them were fine.
And Fred directed the hell out of it.
Fred did that. Yes, he did. Fred.
Yeah, what is the name of Kelly and Dawn's monologue? Not Your Mama.
Not Your Mama monologues. Did you see the YouTube video?
No,
bitch. You know what? I'm gonna pause this. We'll be right back. Girl!
Wait!
Yes. So I had to let Mikkel get into that monologue. It was so dead. The music, it sounded like they were speaking at a funeral or something. But anyway, you know what's surprising is that this video has 57,000 views and has 1,163 thumbs down, including mine. And 197 likes.
And how many likes?
197. Not even 200 likes.
And over 1,000 dislikes.
So, I already know Kelly Price is going to come out saying, oh, well, you know, it was the editing. A lot of things didn't look right. It was just making me look bad. Fuck that. The camera can only give what you sell to it. So, Kelly, I'm going to need that excuse to die. I'm going to need that excuse to die for everybody that's on reality TV that says, oh, it just shows me in a negative light when, you know, you feel that it hurts your brand. Like, if you know that you are a bitch, don't go on camera. Don't go on camera if you know you're going to turn into a bitch. Because if you can't deal with these people. That's what I'm noticing. Like, a lot of you, oh, it's just not right. I'm not trying to hear that no more. That lie is over and done. Nikki Gilbert said the same shit, but Nikki Gilbert is out there fucking defending Kelly Price. Really? You writing fucking essays about how they was wrong. Girl, anybody can see. These girls didn't even have a fucking clue about a monologue. Right. How to do a monologue. So they say, okay, we're going to hire somebody. Okay.
How to do about it. And clearly, they were on the right path by not going with Kelly, because look at Kelly's monologue.
Girl, that shit was terrible. Can you imagine if I was sat there and watched that monologue and it was ran by Kelly fucking Price? How I would have read on that April video. First of all, I already read Kitchen 24 restaurant. Then I would have read Kelly Price and them and said, Lil Mo, what the fuck is you doing up there with them? But shout out to Kitchen 24 because everything is smooth on over. They said the next time you come back,
oh, this is
on good time. Okay.
Oh, they sent you something?
All right.
That was nice.
Yes. Because you know I wasn't going to say their name. And I didn't even write them. I didn't even tell y'all. I didn't even write them.
Somebody
wrote me.
And told you that they wrote it.
Okay. And they was, not nobody else. The guy that owns the restaurant wrote me on YouTube.
I know that's the fuck right.
Bitch, I said, ooh. I didn't even get y'all. See, I got to tell y'all when companies do good. I'm all wrong for being all late. But Yeah, so shout out to Kitchen
R&B
because that food was good as shit.
But the service was
yeah, that second night, yeah, it was terrible. But the first night, everything was on point. Like, I didn't even care that the new guy messed up on my drink. I don't give a fuck. I drank it. Oh, well. So, yes. So, shout out to the R&B Divas LA. We are working on getting Little Mo on the Scorpion Show. She will be in Philly for First Friday in October. So, I'm going to try to get her ass on the show so we can talk about our new single, I'm a Diva. We can talk about R&B Divas, and we can gossip about all the other shit that's been going on for the month of September. As you guys know, Monday is Labor Day. Mikkel and I will not be recording, but I do want to let you guys know that Tamar Braxton is releasing her new album. I'm about to say debut album because it's been a long time, but it's her second album, Love and War, September 3rd. And, you know, I'm wishing her all the best. And I already pre-ordered my album, but now it looks like I got to go to Best Buy and get the album because there's a song called Black Tears that I've been heard about over like a year ago. And everyone keeps talking about how this song is so good and how TC did this to it and all this and that. So I've got to go to Best Buy and get that album because they got some exclusive tracks. Tamar also will be doing some album. I think she has an album signing in New York at, I don't want to get it wrong, at Walmart or Best Buy.
Well, the information will come out.
Yeah, y'all, you know, I'm pretty sure.
Follow Tamar fans on Twitter and they'll let you know.
Yeah, so she got all that going on, so shout out to Tamar with that. So let's talk about the boy that killed his friend because I don't want to end the show on a bad note. You know, let's talk about the boy that killed his friend. It's a guy in Philly. You know, he just graduated high school and everything, was working at Wendy's or whatever. He has a childhood friend. Him and his childhood friend came up with an idea to steal a PlayStation 3 from another friend and sell the games. Come to find out, the boy didn't go with the agreement. He took the game himself. He stole the system and then sold it for $60 and didn't tell the other guy about it. So in the wee hours of the morning, in a not a parking lot, like a construction lot or whatever, he shoots the friend 10 times in the head.
Who shot who?
The boy that got cut out of the deal, he killed the friend that
stole it.
Yeah. Shot him 10 times in the head.
And this was here in Philly?
Here in Philly. It's been all over the news. I'm surprised you don't hear about it.
I don't watch the local news.
Yeah,
it's stuff like that.
It's been all over the news, and you know that story is just so sad to me because a friend can never make me that mad, especially a fucking video game can make me that mad to where I want to kill my friend and shoot him 10 times in the head. To me, it had to be deeper than that. Because you can shoot somebody and go ahead about your business. But they was making it, you know, like he made him get on his knees and he shot him. Like you shot him in the face, then you shot him in the back of the head. Like, what the fuck? Just because
How old were these?
19, 18. Childhood friends. I'm going to say that again. Childhood friends. The hate to do that to somebody, it goes deeper than some fucking video games. And I'm going to need the investigators to find out what was the root of his anger.
The main.
Yes. Because ain't no way I'm going to kill somebody and mean to kill somebody in that manner over some fucking video games. Because I could go get a job and buy me some fucking video games. Or better yet, if you got a gun, you could go easily make $60 robbing somebody, even though I wouldn't want you to do that. But to kill somebody over some video games, that's fucking bullshit. And it just made me so mad because you know I'm subscribed to all the news stations, and all the news stations sending boy kills best friend, childhood friend is on the front cover of the Philadelphia Daily News. I'm going to tell you guys something. All of this murder, all of these shootings, all this shit that's going on in my hometown, this shit has got to stop. And it starts with these boys. Oh God, I'm getting up. I'm gonna try not to go too far. But you know, how can I say this without being mean? Our young people, we have got to do better. The parents, you have got to do better. You have to teach your children the right way to do things. I get so tired of hearing about, oh, it's because I didn't have a father in my life. I did this and I did that. To me, those are some bullshit stories. Yes, you do have some people that, you know, get out of line, you know, sometimes because they want to be against the world. But it's also how you raise your child. And, you know, my mom raised me the right way. I did have a father, but he didn't have that influence like my mother did. My mother always was telling me things, and not to do this, not to do that. Why would you want to give away your freedom? Why would you want somebody to tell you when to go to bed, when you can wake up, when you can pee, when you can't pee, when you can eat, and when you can't eat? Ain't nobody got time for living a life like that. Who got time? And I thank God that my nephews ain't out there doing stupid shit like that. Even though sometimes I want to knock them the fuck out over some things. They ain't out there doing no stupid shit. You know, I got two nephews that's working. One work 2 jobs. One working hard, and one trying to find a damn job.
Which one
but
is
they
that?
not. I'm not telling them. But they not out there doing no stupid shit.
I thought all of them worked.
Well, one of them just lost their job. You know, times no. But I don't want to say no names. But yeah, so you know, all of that killing, and you know, you gotta know your friends. And if something ain't right, you need to get up on out of there. Like you should, if you can't handle it.
But hear what they say, excuse me. When it starts to robbery, it leads to murder. Anytime you go to rob somebody for a PlayStation, robbery usually leads down the line to somebody killing somebody.
If you steal, you'll kill.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. And this, first of all, they weren't that young. I mean, 18 and 19 is young, but you ain't young where you don't know right from wrong.
Yeah.
It's something got into him. I think I agree with you. It had to be more than just him going about the plot on his own. Or maybe he felt as though, maybe it was more to the story. Maybe they were going to sell that stuff to somebody who's going to give them a lot of money. And then when he found out his friend stole it, and then
he cut him out. He just killed him like,
But 10 times in the head?
Yep.
Excuse me, I'm tired. That's a closed casket right there.
Of course.
Because there's no way in the world you can fix that up. Not 10 times.
I don't know, but our young people, we have really got to get it together. Mm-hmm. And if you know somebody that's a father, and they saying that their wife is not, or the girlfriend not letting them see the child, just tell them to keep trying, keep going, or go to the courts. Like, don't accept that. You know, don't accept somebody saying, "Oh, you can't see the child until you do." No, fuck that. It's just something about. I don't know what's going on, but it's just too much dumb shit going on. And you know, now that they talking about, you know, we talking about the 50th anniversary of the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech. I tried to upload the video to YouTube yesterday. They was like, no bitch, you can't put this on here. Like, I'm surprised the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech, no, you can't post that on YouTube. What? So
What do you mean?
They wouldn't let me put it on our channel, the speech. Because I was going to do it for 50 years of...
Oh, and just post his speech. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the speech, they was like, no. So I said, okay. But it's just like, you know, so many... First of all, you got all these white people trying to tell you what Martin Luther King would think if he was still here. But mind you, we still have a lot of people that was alive during that civil rights movement. It's not just one person that could decide, oh, well, you know, I'm going to be upset. Of course they're upset. You got people that march that's upset with how the way they fought, and we're not doing, or we're not living up to what they fought for. Mm-hmm. You know, you got people that got sprayed, got bit by dogs to fucking vote. And you want to say, oh, I'm not voting. I'm just going to sit home. I'm not going to vote. They fought for you to, you know, get out of the segregated schools, to desegregate the schools, and was desegregate, right? Desegregate the schools, and you got people that don't want to go to school. You got people that don't want to graduate from high school. High school is not that hard. It's not hard. And you can easily go back and get your diploma. Hell, I went back and got my diploma. And I was supposed to, had I would have did what I was supposed to do, it wouldn't have took me 2 years to get it.
But you got it.
Yeah, I got it. But my mom kept saying, because you know how I'm like, damn, I ain't even get this amount of credits and shit. I'm thinking I ain't have enough credits. I've been had the credits. All I had to do was go to summer school. Oh, that's all the fuck I had to do, and I could have got my diploma. But I want y'all to, if you out of school, go back. Like, we've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. And it starts at home. It starts in your household. Before your child walks out that door, what are you instilling in your child for him or her, for when they go out that door? It starts at home. You got to teach your children to do better. Now, I don't give a fuck about all this twerking. Let me tell you something. It's more important things going on in this world than about somebody's twerking. Like, we don't even know we about to go to war, and I don't even think y'all know that.
Right.
I don't think y'all know that. But I feel bad for the Syrians. You got your own people fucking gassing you to death. To see them pictures, somebody sent me a picture of those kids on the front paper, gassed to death. And we worrying about twerking. We have really got to do better.
Miley Cyrus has dominated the news.
Yes.
For about, what was it?
Since Sunday. And I know Gaga's over it.
And the thing about it is, I went on CNN.com yesterday, and they still had posts about Miley Cyrus twerking, and I was like, why? Like,
well, wait a minute. ABC did a news report where they actually went to a doctor to find out what twerking is and what are the side effects from twerking.
Oh my God.
Who the fuck works at ABC News?
Molly, what exactly were you thinking? Like, why is this still news? And who were writing these articles? And these two separated.
That's what I heard. The last time I turned this news on, they was like, we don't know if we going to war. It's all on Obama. That's what they making it look like. So we got more important things to worry about. What they say? A couple kidnapped?
Yeah, glad to. Look at him. A Seattle area couple is in custody for allegedly holding captive and torturing the man's 13-year-old brother for 3 months, including driving the nail through the boy's hand and keeping him in a cellar for days without food. You remember that lady that was that they found a few weeks ago, chained up in that basement in that bed? How about that was the right corner from my house?
Are you serious?
Yeah. As soon as you turn off my block, it's this block, and then the next block is that block.
That's when the cops went in there, but they didn't know what was going on.
Because remember the neighbors said that there was kids that was going in and out, but they went in there looking for kids and found her chained up in the basement. Mind you, right across from my house. Yeah, right there.
You just never know.
You never know. Mind you. And I walk in the block all the time. You walk right past the house and somebody in the basement chained up, and what are you going to do? Because you don't know that they're in there. Ain't that something? That's something that you hear on TV, and then just literally right across from it. Imagine if that was on my block.
And they was taking her checks from her or something.
The lady, and they said the lady was slow.
They was inspired by that House of Horror story that was like a year or two ago.
But they said the lady who chained her up was crazy because she used to argue with the neighbors, and the cops was there because she was fighting one neighbor. And the neighbor called the cops, and then the other neighbors got involved and said, well, you know, there be kids over there too. And then they went in there looking for kids and then didn't find no kids, but they found the lady in the basement chained up. Now, what kind of shit is that? What kind of... You go in there looking for dogs and you find rats. What kind of shit is that? Like, you don't even see kids. They was like, we didn't find no kids, but we found somebody in the basement chained up. Chained to the bed. And said that she was thin because she hadn't been eating. What kind of shit? You mean to tell me, how do you wake up in the morning, feed yourself, bathe yourself, clothe yourself, do your daily thing while you got somebody in the basement chained to a bed? All day long, chained to a bed. She don't deserve to get out of jail. She don't deserve to get out of jail.
No. That's
horrible. That is hard. And just imagine if she wouldn't have gotten into that fight with that lady, she'd have still been chained up. People are crazy. They really are. I don't know how you could even, what would fathom you to chain somebody to a bed and then say, all right, bye. all day long. First of all, I think
How long
about.
was she in there for?
I don't know. She could have. I think she was in there. No telling. She was a lady's caregiver, so no telling how long she was in there. Yeah, she could have been in there for years. No telling. Mind you, you know that she was in there for a long time because the neighbors didn't even know she was down there. They didn't know nothing about her. They just knew that there was kids in there.
And the kids never said nothing?
Because the kids probably wasn't allowed in the basement. This was in the basement. The kids probably didn't go in the basement because she probably didn't allow them to go down there. You know, when you got small kids, you can tell them not to go in the basement. They won't go.
Shit, let Tippy tell that to Tippy.
Yeah, well, that's a different type of...
So, seeing that it's Labor Day weekend, and a lot of people is in Atlanta, and there are a lot of people that's in Dominican Republic, I want to talk about this scandal that's going on.
Oh, are we going to talk about let's talk about the fast food thing first.
Oh yeah, I forgot you want to talk about that. Come on.
Well, you know, all the fast food chains, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all of them, whatever the case may be, they're all striking. The employees are striking because they feel as though that they need to be paid more. Excuse me, which I 10,000% agree. I think McDonald's, their minimum wage is $7.25. Now, excuse me, who the fuck is going to live off of $7.25 an hour? But that's what they are paying these employees. So the fast food employees, they walked out of their jobs and they're protesting. They saying that they want to get $15 an hour. Now, I kind of was like, my eyebrows raised a little bit because I know a lot of people who work in hospitals and things like that and have, you know, and they don't even make $15 an hour. But, you know, I had to realize that these people were saying this high price just so they can come to a middle ground. It's sad that in this country, minimum wage starts off at $7.25 an hour. I don't even know who came up with the number of $7.25 an hour, but it is unbelievable. First of all, I don't even think I would want to go to a job that gave me $7.25 an hour, because what are you going to do with that check? Car fare. That's all you can do with the check. Because you can't, if you have a car, you can't put gas in your car with $7.25 an hour. You can't buy really clothes. I mean, you can't pay no type of bills. Like $7.25 an hour, how are you living off of that? So these people are trying to come to an agreement with where they can get a higher salary. I personally think in this country that the minimum wage should at least be $10.25 and over. $7.25 to me is ridiculous. Like, I don't even know anywhere. I didn't even know, to be quite honest with you, I didn't know fast food places started you off with $7.25. I didn't know that they started you off under $9 an hour. That's just my ignorance. But I didn't know that. I didn't know that they started you off under $9 an hour. When I found that out today, I was like, $7.25 an hour? Like,
when I first started my
no wonder why people don't want to work there.
When I first started my McDonald's job, I was making $5.15.
Oh my God.
$5.15 an hour. I was like 16 years old.
Well, that was like in the 80s, right?
No, he fucking tried it. Oh God. I will say this. Let me tell you something. This is how I feel about it. If you don't want to make the McDonald's money, then you must go to school and do the work.
That's true.
Do your work. And once you do your work, you can graduate high school, go to college, and find out what you want to do there. Get a great paying job when you get out of college, and you don't have to work at McDonald's. When I worked at McDonald's, and I'm not disrespecting nobody, but a lot of the adults, some of them are coming out of jail, rehabs, and things like that. Like, I've never met anybody that's just like
making a career out of it.
Making a career out of McDonald's. But you can.
You can.
You can make a career out of McDonald's. But when you in McDonald's, you have to do this. I don't give a fuck what restaurant. You have to do your work. If you are somebody that comes in there and you fucking slack, you gonna make minimum wage. Ain't nobody gonna pay you if you not doing your damn work. I'm gonna just keep telling y'all to do your work while you in there. Now, pretty sure it's advanced. It's like you could be crew chief or crew member, not a crew chief or like an assistant or a swing manager. You can work your way up, because one of my good girlfriends is a store manager, and he makes coins. I know that bitch makes coins working there. He done ran several fucking McDonald's. So there is an opportunity for advancement, but you don't have to make McDonald's the highlight of your fucking life or your career, being stuck there for 30 fucking years.
And I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know what? I disagree with the whole $15 an hour, because I do feel as though in my heart that if McDonald's, let's just say for the hell of it, because a lot of people were saying, well, McDonald's can pay them $15 an hour because of how much they make. Yeah. But I feel as though if McDonald's and these other fast food places were to make starting off $15 an hour, then these people who come to work for them wouldn't want to go anywhere else. You see what I'm saying? And I think I was always taught when I first started out working. It's so funny because it seemed like every job I went to, there was somebody telling me this. You don't want to stay at the level that you're at.
No.
You always want to grow. You always want to grow. And I feel as though if you tell somebody that they're going to be making $15 an hour at McDonald's, they ain't going to want to go nowhere. They're going to stay at McDonald's. And I feel as though this is a prime example. I had this classmate in high school. She started out, we were seniors in high school, and she started out working at Burger King. She started out, doing, the regular cash register, whatever the case may be. By the time we graduated from high school, probably 2 years after we graduated from high school, she became a manager. And then after she became a manager, she left Burger King and found something better. And that's what people should do when they work in fast food places. They should work, they should grow, and then they should leave to something better. Don't make a fast food place your career. And that's what I feel as though $15 an hour would do for a lot of these people. Because a lot of these people look at $15 an hour and say, well, I'm good. I don't need no... You see what I'm saying? And I just feel as though that should not be the only... Because that's what I was taught. You don't just stay at one job and you just think that you keep growing. If you can keep growing, then that's what you do. What was I about to say? Now, I also had a problem, even though I don't believe that these people are going to give them $15 an hour, but the reason why I had a problem with $15 an hour, because I was saying to myself, now let me tell you all this. If you've ever worked in a hospital, and there were a lot of people who were actually agreeing with me, if you've ever worked in a hospital or any type of medical field, people think that people at a hospital make this enormous amount of money. Wrong. The only people that are making this enormous amount of money are the doctors and then the nurses. That is it. When you got nurses, techs, and things like that, people who assist the nurses, who go in the room and they change the patients, like if they're bedridden and they can't go to the bathroom, they'll change them, they'll wash them up, they'll sit in with them if they're a little crazy and they need somebody's supervision, this, that, and the third. Some of them work 12 hours a day and they start off making $12 an hour at some hospitals. That, to me, is unbelievable. Because if I am a tech, and I am doing all of this stuff, I'm changing this patient, I am washing their dirty ass, I am feeding them, I am bathing them, I'm doing all this stuff. Why am I getting paid $12 an hour? No, those are the people who should be getting paid starting off $15 an hour. That's just in my humble opinion. Now, there's some people who may disagree. But I just feel as though certain things like, something like that, like for instance, this one woman said that she was a home health aide, and she got started off with $10.50 an hour. Why is a home health aide getting started off with $10.50 an hour when you go to somebody's house to take care of them? That is unfucking believable. I don't know who's doing these paid things around here in this country, but you know what? When you got different, and then one guy hit me up and said, I think he said in Canada, their minimum wage is like 14 something an hour. What? What the fuck are we doing wrong over here?
Well, I think that, of course, nobody's gonna work at McDonald's for $15 an hour now, unless you like probably a store manager. So they can't be paid more than that. But
yeah, they gotta be paid more than that. But maybe they're not getting paid more than that. If they're starting their employees off with $7.25 an hour.
No. Oh, they're getting paid money. Because when you are a store manager, you have to do inventory. You have to make sure that your labor isn't too high, or your labor is just right. You got to make sure that your managers is doing their job. You got to make sure that you're selling the right amount of product. You got to make sure, are they saying large to supersize or medium or large? Because that was just medium or large. No, excuse me. Is that a large? You got to make sure that they suggest to sell, like, would you like to provide? See, I could run. If I wanted to be a manager, I could be a manager at McDonald's because I already know the shit. You have to get your team on point.
They don't poke the little hole at the top of the cup, see that let you know.
No.
They should do that.
Well, I'll do it for diet. I'm not gonna poke it for anything else.
Well, they should. That's why it's there.
At this time of day, now all you gotta do is go in there, get the cup, and then fucking put your cup on the thing.
They don't, with that little. I like the little cute red. That's cute. I like that.
But for the people that's upset, you got to do better. It's never too late to go to community college and get out.
Right.
It's never too late. So.
And for me, even though I do believe that $7.25 is too low,
that's way too low.
That's way too low. I think that $10.25 is a good starting point. It's because when I look at places like fast food, I usually look at places like fast food for teenagers, people who are in high school or people who are just getting out of high school. $10.25 for somebody in high school, that's a good thing. Yeah. You don't need no $15 an hour. What the fuck you doing on that money? Nothing. Go sit your ass down somewhere. $10.25 now. If you are a grown person and you're working in McDonald's and you want $15 an hour.
They didn't work for it. Nobody just gonna give you 15. And a lot of people lazy. They want to call out.
Oh my God,
I can't find a babysitter.
You know what my aunt told me? I went to my aunt's house and she said to me, she went to Sprint. And she said that the guy in Sprint said, we got all these jobs and it's not that we're not hiring people. She said it's just that people get hired and then they quit because they don't want to work. And it's true. You got a lot of people who get hired like, oh my goodness. There is this one girl at my job. Every single day she is complaining about where she is put at. I don't understand her because I say to myself, you have it good because you have a job. They didn't have to give you the job. You have the job, you're here. Every time she is put somewhere, different areas of the hospital, she's complaining, why are they always putting me... And then on top of that, she hasn't even been there for a year. She just started this year.
You need to tell her, be grateful and walk off.
No, I can't. Because you know why? I can't tell her that. You know why? Because she has a smart mouth. And then I have a smart mouth. And then I'll be the one getting in trouble because,
The fuck was...
that was a motorcycle. See, I didn't get scared because I knew that was a motorcycle.
I didn't know what that was.
But yeah, this whole minimum wage thing, I just think this country
minimum wage should be at least $10.
This is one of the things that Dr. King was talking about in his speech years ago.
Yeah.
This is and somebody said it on the radio yesterday when they asked this guy on the radio. He said, "Well, how do you feel about Obama's speech?" And he said, "I'm tired of speeches. That's all we get is speeches, speeches, speeches. When are they going to start doing something?" He said the difference between Obama and Dr. King and Dr. King and these people today is that Dr. King gave speeches and he actually did something about it. He said Dr. King went out there and he marched and he fought for all this type for those different things. He didn't just give speeches. He said these people today, they just give speeches and ain't nobody doing shit about it. I said, here's the point.
But you know what? That's because people are fucking lazy and nobody...
Well, that's the point that he was making. Nobody wants to do the job. Whereas though, I forgot who said, I think it was Al Sharpton who said it at somebody's funeral. Al Sharpton said it at Rosa Parks' funeral. He said 60 years ago, let's say 60 years ago in 1953, you had these people, no, not 53, let's say 1955. You had all these people, all these African Americans that were able to get together. They didn't have the internet, they didn't have the cell phone, they didn't have any of that type of electronics that we have today. They were able to start boycotts with boycotting buses and things like that, and they were able to make it work. Whereas though now you got nowadays in 2013, you got all this technology and people still don't even want to do the work. They don't even want to do anything. But yet it's a different generation. Those people knew what it was like to actually work for what they have. Whereas though these people today, they don't know what it's like because everything is on the internet. Everything is just so hands-on. It's given to them. So nobody wants to work for it. Nobody wants to work for it. I was telling my aunt yesterday, I'm looking for a new job. And I was telling my aunt, I said, you know what? I so wish we were still back at the days where you actually went to the jobs and asked for an application. Because this whole filling out applications on the internet thing is mind-boggling to me. It's too long and it's too difficult. I miss the paper applications. I really do. And you know what I miss about it? Because you were actually able to go to the people. Remember when you were able to go to the people and say, are you guys hiring? And then they would say, well, yes or no. And then they would give you an application, this, that, and the third. And then you would fill it out and give it to them right then and there. And this way you knew somebody got it. Now with this internet thing, you don't know if somebody's reading it or not.
I think they do. And
no, I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm just saying, you know, my sister said for my sister's job, she said it took them 3 months for them to even get back to her. I said 3 months, I forgot that I had to even apply for the job.
Because you got to call and keep on them and make sure that they have your application, see if you're still being considered for a job. Now that's something that I haven't done in a long time. I haven't made a resume and I haven't applied for a job in a long time. So I don't even know what it's like.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
To do it anymore.
Oh my goodness. It is so horrible. Let me tell you something.
But I think I do want a part-time job.
It's horrible. I'm going to tell you how horrible it is. It is so horrible. Let me tell you something. The job that I had before this one, I had it good because my dad actually got me that job. And then the job that I have now, I was transferred. So when I started filling out applications for different jobs, I was saying to myself, I literally haven't filled out an application since 2005. And here it is 2013. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Now, mind you, in 2005, that's when they were still doing the paper applications. Now, in 2013, I'm like a fish out of water. I'm like...
Yeah, I know you gotta do like a cover letter, a resume, and all. I haven't done this.
Mind you,
maybe we need to get a job expert on this. Like, we need to go to the career lab and find out how to get a job.
It's so hard. That's why I say I miss the old days.
But I do like the internet in some way to fill out a job, because like when I filled out one for Wawa one time, and Wawa had like a personality test. Like they asked you questions like, if a customer did this, how would you handle this? Would you do this? Like they gave you multiple choices.
Yeah.
But you know, some people will feel like
did that to me.
Some people will feel like the wrong thing. Did you get a call back?
Yeah, that's when I went for the interview.
Okay. Oh yeah. So
yeah.
Oh, well, child.
Okay. I'm still sitting here.
That was stupid. Well, you know, I like those.
I thought everything went well at the interview, and then I called them back, and they were like, "Well, you know, we," and I was like, and that part. Let me tell you something. That's the part that was really frustrating too, because I wasn't used to all that. See, when you've been working at a certain place for so many years, and then you are suddenly not there anymore, and then you have to start looking for jobs, it's like, is this what it's like?
I think customer service has always been me. I could easily do a customer service job. Like, I love helping people. I like to calm down people. I don't want people to be all upset, everything. Like, if it's a call center, I can answer a damn phone call. Like, if I was working for AT&T, bitch, I would set everybody straight. Like, first of all, because I don't like people yelling at me, so I try to get to the root of everything. Like, I just love customer service. But for the people out there, you got to, first of all, if you're not loving what you do, you got to find a job where you can love what you do. If you don't like to pay, do what you got to do at that job. When you get to a certain level, then start looking for a new job. Right. Like, you don't just be mad that you're working at McDonald's, bitch. When you get to work, you say, you know what? I'm going to make sure everything is done. I'm going to make sure I dot my I's and cross my T's and make my way up to the manager. Once I get in that management position, I'm going to stay there another couple months, and then I'm going to start applying for new positions where I now have managerial experiences, and then I could be a manager somewhere else. Like, there's a way you could do it. You just got to have a plan. For me, if I know that I'm not making a lot of money, I'm not going to be striking, because I'm going to need that money, especially if you're getting $7.25. If you got time to do that and strike, go ahead and do that. But
no, if you got time to do that, make it $7.25, then you got time to look for a new job.
Oh God.
Because I wouldn't even want to work nowhere where they paying me $7.25.
There's too many mall jobs, holiday, all these holiday jobs. Come on now, the mall is always hard, and sometimes you can get a job. It might be seasonal, but then they're like, you know what, bitch, you done did such a good job. We want to make you full time. Right. Come on now, it's all about wanting to work, and a lot of people don't, because they're always complaining at work. So,
but on to this Inferno, because I want to hear what happened.
Girl. So yeah, so shout out to everybody in Atlanta
who paid to go to Inferno.
Ooh, girl, now that would be shit. The shade, and then mind you, where we get there?
Where do they get their money back?
But you know, so yesterday,
I ain't using a bad credit card.
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna tell you the rumors,
Okay,
and then I'm gonna just give you my humble opinion because you know Will is my friend, and you know what they say. I say about my friends, I'm always so biased towards them. Now, I've been to Inferno DR for the past 2 years for Labor Day weekend. It's a premier gay event that goes on in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. People come from all over the world, and I mean, it be some fine ass bodies on that beach. And
well, you gonna catch mine on there.
I was going to say, Mikhail, I want you to come, but I don't know about next year because you know there's gonna be some damage control going on. So I'm all like yesterday. I'm all like, damn, I'm not going to Atlanta. I'm not going to Inferno. So I sends out a tweet like, yeah, everybody have a good time and y'all take a shot for me, including you, Lionel, because I know Lionel don't drink. So I just, but he didn't reply. I was like, oh, that's weird. He didn't even reply. So I get a text message saying, Kevin, are you going to Inferno? And I was like, no. They was like, well, that's a good thing you ain't going. And I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So then I go on Facebook, and one of the guys like, what the fuck you mean Inferno was canceled? I'm at the fucking airport, and I'm getting a text message, and he screenshots the email saying that Inferno was canceled.
While he was on his way to Inferno.
On his way to Inferno.
Can you imagine if that plane landed down there and he was
And see, it's not funny. I'm not going to laugh.
It's not funny. But can you just imagine once that plane was and pulled up to their hotel? That plane would have pulled up to their hotel. Because you know what would have happened? If I would have flown on that plane and I would have landed in DR and they would have told me and I got the message saying that it was canceled, I would have told the pilot, oh no, you want to make a U-turn and take this plane to the hotel. Okay? Because I'm not getting off this plane. This plane's going to go to the hotel. Fuck the airport. Go to the hotel.
So I'm like, oh my goodness. So then, you know, I'm trying to figure out, well, what the fuck is going on? Right. So I'm tweeting, I'm looking at Inferno DR. People are upset. Then I'm like, well, I didn't see an official announcement on the Inferno page. So then they put the little thing, and I screen capped that, and I'm like, okay, and I put it on the website and everything. Because Lionel's like, you know, please get the word to everybody that Inferno DR is canceled. But in the meantime, even though it's canceled, it's like, well, why is this event canceled? Yeah. And why are we finding out one day before the actual event? When you know people like to get there before the girls come. Yeah. Some people like to come unwind because they don't want to unwind with everybody else. And let me tell y'all, before I start even talking more about it, I'm going to tell y'all that Inferno DR for me, I had 2 great experiences. Last year was my favorite time. And it's such a great event because instead of spending money on drink, and club, everything is all inclusive. So you don't have to pay for shit but your hotel and your flight. And, you know, so I feel for these people that's you know, that pay all that money, took time off from work. Yeah. And then they found out that the trip is canceled, so they're saying, please don't come to the hotel. So, what do you do if you're already en route and you're in air? Because a connection with Wesley, my good friend Wesley, was on his way there. And I said, ooh, when that bitch landed.
He was on the plane.
Yes, he was on the plane while all this was going on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The plane would have went there. The plane would have went to the hotel.
So, these girls showing up to the airport, nobody to drive you to the airport because they had complimentary cabs that take you to the airport. I mean, to the hotel, to the resort. It's a beautiful resort. Oh my God, it's a beautiful resort. And once they get there, they're like, "Girl, ain't no reservation here," and like, there's nothing there. Like, they're like, "We didn't." I don't know what happened.
Well, wait a minute.
I don't want to get.
Let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
Is it that the festivities are not going on, but yet the people who pay can still stay at the hotel?
Because the hotel allegedly the hotel didn't get their money. Alleged, because bitch, anybody suing me. So allegedly the hotel ain't get their money. So the hotel is like, well,
we don't even have you down and staying here.
Yeah, so if you would like to stay here,
you have to pay.
Here are the rates. Yes. Girl, couldn't you just die? Couldn't you just die when you get there knowing?
Let me tell you something. This hat would have went from backwards to frontwards so fast. What did you say to me?
And my day, and it speaks Spanish.
Que sera? whatever will be, will be. Okay, because
So-
now I have a problem.
Now this is where I have a problem.
Now this is where I have a problem.
Because
this whole story has had me a problem. I'm not even
Yes.
knowing. Allegedly, this story has me a problem.
now I'm a bitch. Now I don't like this. That's allegedly. Because allegedly I don't have no money, and I'm coming all the way there, thinking everything's all inclusive. I don't got to tip these motherfuckers. They be and I show up and I ain't even got a place to lay my motherfucking head. Can you imagine Mama Scorpion showing up there and ain't had no room?
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. So what did Wes do once he got there?
Oh, child, he put a picture because on his picture he said, "I can't believe this bullshit," and he had a sad looking face on his picture.
So then he had to get back on the plane.
No. I gotta finish.
Oh, okay.
I gotta finish. So, child, I'm gonna just say that Lionel Williams is the Olivia Pope of this whole situation, because everybody is looking for Will. Everybody like, where the fuck is Will with?
So the main person who's in charge of Inferno, because there's a person in charge of Inferno,
Will
just like
Williams.
there's a person in charge of Sizzle,
Dwight.
which is Dwight.
So nobody can find Will. So at this
Allegedly.
time,
Let's say allegedly.
yeah, allegedly, allegedly can't nobody.
Because if I come to work on Tuesday and you're not here,
So allegedly nobody can find Will. But I sent Will a text message. I sent Will a text saying, you know, I'm sorry about everything that's going on right now, but I just want you to know that I'm praying for you in this situation. Because when you build an empire like that,
okay.
and then this happens, and then the gays get to start talking.
Okay.
Oh, girl.
Because let me tell you
yeah.
something. Even if this situation is fixed, next year it'll be hard for him to try to sell it.
Yep.
Because you won't get me. What they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me. No, there won't be a twice.
Stop.
Won't be twice.
So Lionel is like, you know, Lionel is just going crazy, like replying to tweets and Facebook.
But why is Lionel doing that?
Because Lionel is like, he's real close with Will.
So he's like the unofficial spokesperson.
Yeah. So, and plus, you know, Lionel do the videos, like come on out to Inferno. Like I would feel bad too. Like I felt bad when I was telling people at Sizzle stay at the one of the hotels, and then I get to the hotel, they charging everybody $100 a night. I'm like, excuse me, $100 a night?
Oh no.
I was over it.
So wait a minute. So where is Will? Lionel's doing all this damage control. Where's Will?
I don't know where Will is at. I don't know.
At
Yeah, he did reply back.
Where's that?
He said thank you and everything like that.
And mind your business.
No, he didn't say nothing. But I said, whenever you want to make a statement, just let me know and I'll get the word out.
Oh, okay, Barbara.
Yeah, of course. But he's still my friend, and I gotta get the
because
word out.
we don't know exactly what
Because
happened, but
it's going to take him. It's going to take him a while. Yes,
that's a lot of money.
And look, but the airlines are paying for it, so the people's flights are paid for.
Yeah, that's nothing because
So it's like,
but the airlines have nothing to do with
why the hotel didn't get their money.
The airlines and the event are not in cahoots. So that's totally different. You fly all up and down the damn coast if you want to. The airlines will tell you in a minute, we don't have nothing to do with
But
you.
you paying, the people that you're paying the money to for the trip is also the travel agency. So I don't see, allegedly.
So they took the money.
Allegedly, I don't know where this money went,
yes.
allegedly.
I can tell you.
But allegedly somebody got this money. Somebody got
That's
this
a
money.
lot of money that did not go to that hotel.
And we're talking about thousands of people that's coming. Because, you know, it gets bigger every year because the word of mouth about it is just so crazy.
We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And it was so out, like, I felt it so weird. Like, it was so out, like, February, March, like, of, like, all the gold rooms. I'm like, damn, all the gold rooms going. God damn. And so when the people was there at the, when they get there now, you know, people that don't know each other are like shacking up.
Just imagine the people who have no clue that it's canceled and they're still going to have it.
Yeah, they're gonna get a rude awakening today, and there's gonna be more coming tomorrow. Because now I seen the pictures. Now people just like, fuck it. I done paid all this money.
But now they have to pay extra money to stay somewhere else.
Yep, they gotta. So they're gonna room. A lot of people that don't know each other are rooming together. Because, you know, everybody don't bring a lot of money because it's Dominican Republic.
And then
everything's all inclusive.
Yeah. So then, wait, the resort that y'all stay at is all inclusive, not all the other places.
No, but where else you gonna go? You're in a resort now. All the food, you got 14 fucking restaurants to eat at, 12 bars to drink at. You could go on the beach. It's so much to do on the resort. Like, you don't need to leave the resort. Now, only thing I don't know how they're gonna party in club, like, or who's gonna be the coordinator. And Laban King is also there. Laban King, you text me saying, I got people come from Brazil, Portugal, oh child, everywhere. So
that's why it's good that when you do stuff like that, you always have the money show for it, if that makes sense. Like for instance, our cookout, we had donations. We asked the people to donate money to us to help us out, and all that money that they donated, it was all it was all there.
And it's all documented, okay?
The tables, the tents, the DJ, the liquor, all that was all there. So couldn't nobody say, well, where did all that money go to? No, it went to all the fucking this. Okay.
And mind you, it's $40 left over for school supplies.
I am so shocked that this happened. That's a lot of money that just disappeared.
This is something that you don't expect to hear from someone established like that. And you know, some people posting pictures and everything. I don't know what happened.
I feel bad.
Yeah, I would feel bad. I really feel bad for Will, because it's going to be hard for him to build that name again. Because once you cross the gays, they're going to form this alliance that is like, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. And then a lot of, now, granted, he will get some that do come back next year. You know, he will. And he'll probably get a lot of those who didn't go this year. You see what I'm saying? And they didn't lose nothing this year, so then they'll go back next year once everything is fixed. But he probably won't get these people who, unless the ones who pay this year go for free next year.
And
that's the only way. That's the only way.
I don't know how they're going to get their money back. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So where does this money go? If the money's still there, then the only thing he can do is next year, all those people who paid this time, have them come for free.
This is what I would do. It's not, yeah, they got to come for free.
Because they all documented,
and you just pay for their flights. That's going to be, oh my God, the headache that's going on, I don't want it.
Because I guarantee you, there's going to probably be a few lawsuits.
Oh yeah.
Because you take my money like that? Oh no, what? If you take my money like that, the money I work for, and you're going to take my money and then just, oh no, what?
Something like,
I'm calling Johnny Cochran, and he's not even here. I'm calling his wife.
I really have a headache thinking about it. Like, I feel bad. I got a headache. Because just imagine all of those people just upset, writing on your Facebook wall, tweeting about it, for probably looking for your fucking house.
And then you're not responding.
Oh God.
That's what's making it even worse.
I hope that Will just makes a statement this weekend. Let people know what happened. Yeah. You have to be straight up. Tell them what
honest and what happened, because when you got a lot of people's money, you can't play with nobody's money. My mom told me that. She did. You don't play with nobody's money.
And you do trips and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Let me tell you something. I do trips. And let me tell you something. It is so hard. And next year, I'm going to be doing my first overnight trip. Oh, my God. God help me, Jesus. But dealing with a lot of money, because I do a lot of bus trips with my family and my church and my friends or whatever. And I've been doing bus trips for the past... This is 2013. For the past 9 years, I've been doing bus trips. I actually gave my senior class in high school our graduation trip, because our high school didn't give it to us. So I did it on my own. I gave us a trip to Six Flags. And it was great, because my high school, they didn't give us a trip. They just gave us a luncheon. And so at the last minute, I ordered a bus, and I made flyers out, and I just told everybody, like, I'm throwing a trip, and and then I let everybody bring people too. So then people wouldn't feel like, oh, they couldn't bring fins and whatever. And I filled up that bus, 56 people. I filled it up just like that. And then I even had to order a second bus, but I only sold 20 seats from the second bus. And it was like, all these other seats that's empty, who the fuck is going to pay for these? So then I had to cancel that second bus and give those 20 people back their money. But it's very, very difficult to deal with a lot of money, because if you don't handle it the right way, then people are going to be looking at you like, well, wait a minute. I gave you X and X or Y. Ain't nobody got time for this. You have to know what you're doing. So dealing with a day trip is difficult. I can't even imagine something like this. I don't even want to do that.
Because we'll talk on camera about what I want to do. But yeah, I really feel bad.
Don't give them my money.
No.
Oh.
Bitch, I'm still calculating your money as we speak. You can come get it tomorrow.
What to say? Don't be too nice. I'm broke.
OMG.
Can you imagine, Kevin? These people who probably was saving up just to pay for those. Oh, well.
So they are making the bet. Like I could see the pain in Wes's face. Like he's trying to make it look like the situation is all right, but inside
you
it's
ain't even
not.
got nobody there to greet you and tell you, well, this is what happened. You ain't got that. Nobody's there to tell you nothing.
No.
Help him, Jesus, help him.
Child. But Will, I'm gonna be praying for you. I just know. Oh, it's just hurting me that I know it's gonna be so tough for him. Oh my God, it's gonna be so tough for him. And Lionel, I'm praying for you too. And I know y'all are all. Oh my God, it's hurting me that y'all all going through that. So please, make a statement like ASAP, so these people can know what's going on and what happened. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. For the people that's
why are you crying?
I don't know. I feel so bad. Oh my God, I feel so bad. For the people. Oh my, no, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I do feel so bad. Oh my God. For the people that's in Atlanta.
Let me tell you something. Had that been you, you wouldn't be crying. I can see you now. Who the fuck? You'd have grabbed this camera so fast and got on it and.
I would have. My phone bill would have been sky, but I wouldn't care. I would have recorded right from my phone, and like somebody gonna tell me some shit.
Yep, I can see you. Oh, that would have. Talking about funny videos. That would have been the funniest of all funnies.
Oh, well, honestly, I probably would have posted Bill number on the internet because I would have been mad.
Yeah, I know you would have.
So
you just blasted them all.
But yeah, I do feel bad. So I'll be praying for y'all this weekend, and everybody that's going to Atlanta, please have fun and take a shot for me, please, because I wish
Kelly Price is going in there.
I wish I was in Atlanta. Don't be surprised if they say Kevin hopped on a Greyhound to get to Atlanta, because let me tell y'all, them flight prices are ridiculous.
Kevin who?
What?
Kevin who getting on the bus?
Me.
To go to Atlanta?
Okay.
Why?
Just to get the fuck away. Like this, I can't. It's first of all, it's Made in America weekend. I don't care about that. And Beyonce's here. I seen her already. It's like, but they could give us a free ticket. I'll go. Yeah. Okay. But it's like, oh my God, Labor Day, I'm home. I want to go to the beach or something, the shore or something. I need to get out. I gotta go somewhere and have some fun. It's the end of the summer, and like I'm ending it in Philly. Ooh. But you know what's so funny? I'm glad I decided not to go to Inferno and went to London.
Can you imagine if you did? Oh man, Kevin, I can just imagine you now. Now that would have been a video. That would have had Mama Scorpion Sears video would have had nothing on that.
I'm out here broke as shit. I ain't got no. But you really don't need to bring money. But see, this is why you take money with you just in case. You just never know what may happen. I gotta stop talking about this. You guys, y'all be safe during Labor Day weekend. Have fun. If you drink, take a shot for me.
Don't go to Inferno. There won't be nobody there.
Oh, look at that picture from me at Inferno.
Oh, now he's rubbing it in.
Look at that.
Don't rub that in, because the people who are watching are going to be very upset with you. Look. Oh, you rubbing it in? Look. Oh, you were there and they're not there. You want to be a bad girl.
Oh, you said something about it.
Oh, you said something about it. You want to speak to the corporate office, did you? Well, you get 10 more than That's what they want.